We are excited to be opening our campus doors for our August courses. Our students need us now more than ever. We recently sent out a survey asking faculty and staff for their thoughts regarding a return to campus. The majority of you indicated that you were ready to come back to campus when needed. Just as our students need us, we need you. Now is that time to start coming back to campus. We realize you have questions. We have a few videos to help answer some of your questions. Know that first and foremost, our top priority is the safety of our students, employees, and communities. As such, we will always follow the CDC and State of Indiana guidelines, and we are confident that we can provide high-quality academic, student life, and career development experiences while maintaining your safety. We are doing everything we can to reduce risk, but we need your help, and you play an important role by social distancing, adhering to our face covering policy, and washing your hands. When you return to campus, you will find the buildings and classrooms rearranged to encourage social distancing, protocols to ensure spaces are deep cleaned regularly, and a face covering policy for faculty, staff, students, and visitors that complies with the CDC and State of Indiana recommendations. All employees will receive 2 high-quality washable masks to keep. Students will be provided 1 such mask to keep, and disposable masks will be available for anyone who does not have one with them, as wearing a mask is required of all of us in public spaces. Doing so ensures everyone's safety. Remember, wearing a mask while in public not only serves to protect you, but our entire community. Please be sure to review the additional videos to learn more about all of the efforts in place to keep you safe and to provide students with flexibility and the options to continue on their pathways to success. We will keep you posted throughout the summer as we get closer to August 24th so that you are prepared for the first day of classes. For the most up-to-date information, please keep our COVID-19 website, www.ivytech.edu/COVID-19 bookmarked. Thank you for all that you do for our students and the communities we serve.
Hello, Ivy Tech faculty and staff. I wanted to take a few moments today to thank each of you for your resilience and commitment these past few months. I know it hasn't been easy adjusting to working virtually on a full-time basis, helping your children complete school assignments, caring for others, and all while meeting your job expectations. We have all faced challenges we never expected. I applaud you for the support and caring you have given to one another. As we continue moving forward with our measured approach to returning to campus, we are taking deliberate actions to ensure a safe working environment for you when you do return. This will mean a return to campus will be earlier and maybe more frequently for some than others, depending on your role with the college. As I have been back on the Indianapolis campus, I have seen the evidence this campus team has taken to prepare, and I feel confident these actions are in line with our guidance from the CDC and local health agencies. To those of you who completed the Return to Campus survey, thank you. Overwhelmingly, many employees are ready to return. Some of you have expressed your concern either for your own personal health reason or wanting to know how the college is preparing for our return. When on campus, it will be important that everyone follow our policy for use of face coverings, follow social distancing requirements, and wash your hands regularly. These actions are important for the safety and well-being of all. If you haven't yet reviewed the policy for use of face coverings, it is available on the COVID-19 website. We know there will be some instances where an accommodation will be made. It is the employee's responsibility to make the request for an accommodation and submit the completed form and accompanying documentation to the local Human Resources office. Each request will be reviewed individually through an interactive process that may also include the supervisor and medical provider. The use of face coverings in the practice of an individual's religion remains welcome at Ivy Tech, and it is not changed or impacted by this policy. I'd like to touch on 2 new leave benefits that were legislated through the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. The emergency paid sick leave provides up to 80 hours of paid sick leave to all employees unable to work or telework for certain covered purposes related to the COVID-19 pandemic. The expanded family and medical leave provides for eligible employees to take up to 12 weeks of family medical leave if an employee is unable to work or telework to care for their child if the school or the child care provider is unavailable and no other suitable individual is available to provide such care. The details of these benefits are provided in the Employee Handbook. You may also reach out to your local Human Resources Department with any questions. Some of you have asked now that more of us will be on campus. What happens if I'm exposed to or test positive for COVID-19? Let me share with you our expectations of employees. First, if you feel ill, do not come to campus. Stay home and seek medical advice as needed. The CDC defines exposure to COVID-19 as a minimum of 15 minutes at less than 6 feet from a person found to be COVID-19 positive. If you have been exposed, you must remain off campus for 14 days since exposure as long as you have no symptoms. If you test positive and have symptoms, you must remain off campus until you are 3 days without a fever, meaning medication-free, symptoms have improved, and at least 10 days since the test. If you test positive without symptoms, you must remain off campus at least 10 days since the positive test. And if you are symptomatic and have not been tested, you must remain off campus until you are 2 days without a fever, meaning medication-free, symptoms have improved, and at least 14 days since onset of symptoms. Adhering to this guidance is imperative for your safety and that of your colleagues, students, and visitors on campus. I know there's also some anxiety about returning to campus, and I encourage you, if you haven't yet, to come to campus, walk through your work area, and see the preparations that have been made. I have heard many different staffing rotation models intended to balance the employee on campus needs of the college and to meeting the needs of our students. If you think talking with a professional would help you prepare, our new statewide employee assistance program, launched on July 1st with our partner Humana, is a benefit available to all full-time employees and members of their household. There's a great podcast on Our College, Your Voices about this new benefit. Take a listen if you haven't already to learn more. What I've shared with you today is available on the COVID-19 website. If you have additional questions, reach out to your supervisor or local human resources office. Please remember, our guidance may change as circumstances change. Please take care of yourself, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of the summer. Thanks for joining me today.
Hello, I'm John Barefoot and I serve as Vice President for Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness. You've heard from Dr. Elsperman and Julie Lorton-Rowland about how ready and excited we are to have you back on campus in the fall. I'd like to take a moment to share with you some of the enhancements around health and safety that have happened over the last few months. Your campus facility teams have been hard at work ensuring that you have not only a clean, but sanitized environment to come back to. In this new COVID environment, we're asking for everyone's help in keeping Ivy Tech healthy. This means that facilities and janitorial crews will be conducting even more cleaning than is typical, but you will also see disinfectant throughout our buildings for your use. We are asking for your help though. Please do your part to help sanitize your own office or workspace, and if you're a faculty member, please help us by sanitizing your portion of the classroom before each class. We're also asking students to pitch in and sanitize their individual areas. As you return to campus, you will also see that we have worked very hard to ensure that social distancing is available whenever possible. Classrooms, break rooms, and workspaces have been rearranged. Some equipment is not being used to allow for greater space between students, and we place signage throughout the buildings to remind everyone of the importance of social distancing. In addition to that, we're also requiring that anyone in our buildings use a face covering or mask. Some exceptions will apply for employees working in an office alone or in designated areas where it's safe to grab a bite to eat or a drink. The use of masks has been shown to help slow the spread of COVID-19, and we all need to do our part to protect each other. Each employee will be given 2 washable and reusable cloth masks. Your campus will let you know how to pick yours up, but here's how to wear it. Before putting on your mask, wash your hands or use hand sanitizer. Make sure that your mask doesn't have any tears or other defects. The green side of the mask faces out, and there's a small metal strip at the top that can mold across the bridge of your nose for a snug fit. Loop both of the ear loops over your ears and check to make sure that the mask fully covers your nose and mouth. To take off the mask, just remove it using the ear loops and wash your hands or use sanitizer when you're done. If you have questions about the mask policy, you can read it in full and check out the FAQs at www.ivtech.edu/COVID-19. Another easy thing that you can do to help stop the spread of COVID-19 is to maintain proper hand hygiene. This means washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. This is especially important before eating and after using the restroom, after blowing your nose, coughing or sneezing, and after you've been in a public or shared space. If you can't get to soap and water, waterless hand sanitizer is a good substitute, but should always be supplemented with full hand washing when you can. As you may know, COVID-19 testing is available to anyone who lives or works in Indiana through the Indiana State Department of Health. To find a testing site near you and to register for an appointment, go to coronavirus.in.gov. From there, click the COVID-19 testing information button at the top of the page. Contact tracing is the process where public health professionals interview those who have tested positive to determine who else they may have come into close contact with. This contact tracing is being coordinated through ISDH. If you receive a phone call from 833-670-0067, please answer it. This is the phone number that will show up on your caller ID when a contact tracer reaches out. Thank you so very much for your time and care as we return to campus. As Dr. Ellspermann said, we are excited to have students and employees back in our buildings and are asking for everyone's help as we continue to navigate the pandemic. Remember, maintain social distancing whenever possible, wash your hands frequently, and wear a mask when you're in public.